foundation inspection. We're at the left hand side elevation. There's a little bit of erosion occurring here. It's not really bad, but it's a little bit of erosion down here in this area, and it's probably the gutters are being overwhelmed in very heavy rainstorms. What you want to do is just build it up. So there's little heads here, there's a spray head here for the sprinkler. That should be just below the ground, about ½ an inch. So it's not actually above the ground as it is at the moment. There's a nail protruding from the foundation here that should be cut off. It encourages it to rust more left like that, and over time it can rust out and then you get damage to the building. Here we've got a post-tension cable end showing. That should be covered up. There's a process, it's called parging, and the parge has come off, and so you can see the plastic cap now. That should be covered completely. We're now at the right hand elevation for the property. There's damage here to the sprinkler system control wire conduit. The roof inspection. Just want to see the flashings the other side here. They're okay. Trim is coming away here. Penetrations. Sorry?
When you take a video,
yeah.
Can you just, during the video, snap a picture?
I have to stop the video.
Stop the video,
and then
picture,
take a picture.
Start again.
Yes, yeah. And I continually I just run it all the time. I mean, the fact that we've got our conversation on here, I don't care.
Yeah, really.
You know, it doesn't bother me. This is okay, although we're showing a bit of sign here. Somebody's come up and corked it. I don't know why they do that. It actually doesn't help putting corking around there. This boot is okay. Yeah, so I'm going to call that one out because it's been corked. It shouldn't be corked. The problem with the corking, these pipes move, I guess you know that, but they actually move up and down. And what has actually happened here, the pipe has moved up, yeah. And so now that little bit of corking that the guy... Well, this is the right hand elevation of the roof. Looking at the condition of the shingles, all looks very good. This is as far as we're going to go. We haven't got safety ropes, so we're not going to go over the peak. Well, we can have a look at that from the ground and examine that gable end using the camera on an extension pole. Standing at the right elevation, there's a bay window here, and if we look down underneath it, you can see we have a bit of differential settlement cracking, and it's running down to the foundation. It's very common, nothing much really to worry about at the moment, although at some point repointing it will help. The window here has failing corking at the top. That needs to be recorked. It's probably recommended to recork all the windows. It's about 4 years old, this house, and you can see if we come to this window here how the corking is failing. It's very important to keep that maintained. We're at the front elevation of the property. Yeah, it should start recording. It says record on it, in the window, yeah. Okay, there is a differential settlement crack running down here. These are the attic steps. You can see actually at the bottom of the attic step here we've got some damage. It's broken away. That step over time might become loose, so it could become a danger. This is what it should look like. That's what it's looking like, so it's not fully secure. In addition, the actual step itself has been incorrectly installed. You can see here that it's not actually closing correctly right down. I reckon when the weight goes on it'll be okay, but that could lead to a problem in the future. I'm in the attic at the present moment, and you can see here we've got the furnace, the flue. It's broken away and it's now expelling the products of combustion into the attic itself. That's obviously not a good thing. It needs to be corrected, and the chimney needs to be stabilised to ensure it doesn't move again in the future. This is the attic off of the games, the media room. Always worth checking out because all sorts of crap can be hidden in here. This is the upper attic in the right. Where are we? We're on the left rear elevation in the upper attic. This is the combustion air vent for the chimney. Ceiling and floor inspection, looking for telltale signs of movement, cracks, etc, etc. I'm not going to video it all, this is just a sample. We have water penetration at this window here. We have water penetration at the threshold. You see here it's been corked. It's bad. It shouldn't be corked like that. What should happen is it should be cut out so there's a gap between the brickwork below and the wood. As it is at the moment, water can get into the end of the trim work and rot it, which it's doing so now. This is the yard door. Here you see the trim work around the door here, and the frame is rotting. There's a bit of paint come off. Water is getting in at the bottom here, soaking up. Now to stop that happening, somebody's in a misguided way corked around here. You see the corking's coming away. That's very bad. It needs to be replaced. Otherwise that frame is going to rot at the bottom there. At the moment it's not rotten. It's salvageable at the moment with paint and a bit of tender loving care. This is the arch at the portico. Just checking it for cracks. It's a common place for failure in the bricks and the arch. There's none in this at the time of the inspection. This is the AC. We've got a 50 and a 30 amp fitted. Let's go and check what the units actually have got call for. This is the AC unit, and the maximum fuse size on here is 30. That's okay. The other unit, and the maximum fuse size is 50, so they're correct. The neutral on this arc fault detector has been double tapped. There's connection coming through here. Yeah, it's running from the bar here and it's double tapping there. What they've done is they've strung in another light system or outlet and they've double tapped it, and they shouldn't do that. What you should do is install a new one of these and then connect that, wire that into your circuitry. Well, I recommend that a electrician examines this board. I'm not happy with the work that's been carried out here. You can see these wire nuts have been installed. I'm not sure what's going on, nor do I have time to analyse it, but I recommend that a certified electrician examines the electrical circuitry. These are very important. They are actually there to keep you safe. They're arc fault detectors, and any sort of issues with them could cause a problem in the future. This is the grounding bar. We're actually at the electrical meter itself. That's okay. We have 245 volts across the connect for the dryer. This is the AC compressor unit. We've got a temperature here of 57 degrees. It's below 60, so we can't run the unit. That's AC1. This is AC2. Likewise, we've got a temperature here of 57. Now, in the attic, I found the flue to one of the furnaces disconnected. This rather indicates that the units have not been serviced since the house was first occupied. That flue looks like it's been loose for a long time. I highly recommend that you have a HVAC technician inspect and service the unit before you move in, to ensure they are in good operational order. Not to do so puts yourself at risk. There's nothing I could do to actually check the units out other than the visual check that I'm doing. And what has happened is, having found the flue loose, I'm now suspicious that there are other things that I cannot see wrong with the system, and therefore I recommend that you have it checked out by a technician. This is the HVAC unit. I'm just looking at the connections. These are condensate lines, they're okay. Likewise over here we do have signs of water running into the unit, the drip tray there. So again, I'm reinforcing my opinion that you should have a HVAC engineer have a look at the units to determine their true condition. As I say, this is a visual check, I can't do any more, and as I've pointed out, the flue's disconnected, so I'm sure these units have never been serviced. It'd be well worth your time having it done, time and money. Now, down here we've got some control cables. They pass through the cabinetry without a bush, and that means they can cut through and short circuit. This is the water meter for the house. Beneath that cover there is the isolation valve and the meter itself. It's locked by the city, so I don't open them. and you can check with the city how to get a key to open them. This is a functional flow test. We're looking at the amount of water we get from the shower when we've got a couple of faucets running. You can see here, lots of water coming through. I mean, you can take a shower and also run the tub at the same time. So it passes the functional flow test. Garage door inspection. Got 3 doors. Got sensors. The correct height. All the tracks are looking good. Okay, we'll close one of the doors. See if the traffic sensor works. And it does. Water heater inspection. This is a sealed water heater. It's relatively modern. This is a temperature pressure relief valve that should be released once a year. It's working, and it should come out through the wall on the outside here. I'll quickly check that it does. So there it is. Water's running from it, so it's working. The other pipe there is the safety pan. That's there just in case the water heater leaks at some point. Now this water heater is relatively new, it's 4 years old. As such, it will be in reasonable condition. We're up the top here, the vent hood. But the vent hood, you see, is loose. So that's got to be fixed. Dishwasher has been through a complete cycle. The soap tray door open. All the rotating heads rotate. There's no apparent rust anywhere on the lower basket. Size of it starting, but it will rust at some point. No apparent rust on the top basket. It's securely mounted, and we have a siphon, anti-siphon device at the top there. This is the oven. It's been running for a couple of hours. We're going to take the temperature. It's at 337. We want it to be between 337 and 325 and 350. So it's free. The maximum temperature I got was 353. Spot on. Good. This is the hot range. It's gas. We have a gas disconnect down there. And gas pipe. That's in good order. Okay. Now light it. Food disposal. I water through it. It's running. It's not making any unusual noises at the time of the inspection. However, that could change. Somebody could drop something in it and make a dreadful noise. And it's working on the day of the inspection. This is the fibre optic examination of the vent, the dryer. It's All clear. And we've got a lot of lint coming from it. Now let's have a look and see where this dryer is venting to.